Porsche is the only company to have 24 different variants of one sports car. I finally cracked the 911 code. This was made super easy because Porsche is also the only company that has so many models that it needs a whole 5-minute video to differentiate each of them to you. To simplify this, while you can get a 911 in 24 different configurations, they really all fall into 5 families. Carrera models, Targa variants, turbo cars, which all modern Porsches are turbocharged from the factory except GT cars, but this is a sub-family of them called the turbos. The most enthusiast-focused, the 911 GT cars, and there's some special editions which still count, and we'll talk about them at the end. At the bottom lineup, we start with the base Carrera, which you can differentiate because the exhaust tips are these 2 squares. These are 380 horsepower rear-wheel drive and the PDK only, so no manual. All these square exhaust tips could be a giveaway that a car is a Carrera base. They can actually be optioned with the GTS Aero package, which is a higher trim version of the Carrera. And then there is essentially no way to tell them apart visually. But if you move up from the Carrera, you can get a Carrera S, which has 444 horsepower. But new for 2025 got really ugly. Luckily for this video, we're focusing on the original 992 cars, so this car can actually be had with PDK or manual before the refresh. Still looks like a regular Carrera, but you can option it with the GTS body kit again. Again, these are just rear-wheel drive. And then we've got the big dog of the Carrera models, the GTS. So this is the body kit that's optional for all the other cars, except on here it's standard. This is the GTS model. 473 horsepower, they can have the PDK or manual, but the way to tell these apart is they get these super baller center lock wheels. I told you we're going to simplify this. For any of those 3 Carrera models, if they have a 4 in the name, that means they're all-wheel drive variant. They'll have the same horsepower, same transmission options, same body styles, they're just 4-wheel drive. And if it has cabriolet in the name, that means it's a convertible. These can also have a 4 in the name, making them an all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive version of the cabriolet version of the different trim variant of the base Carrera. Finally, for the Carreras, we have the Carrera T. This is the first special version. So Carrera Ts distinguish themselves by having the regular Carrera front bumper, but the GTS rear bumper as long as it's Carrera T graphic. They're a sportier version of the base Carrera, so you can get a manual or automatic. They don't have rear seats. They have sportier seats, larger wheels, and actually come from the factory a little bit lower. I did not realize it'd take that long just to get through the Carrera models, so stay tuned for part 2 where we'll go over all the rest.